Right, I'm doing an experiment here to see which of these firelighters is going to burn the longest. Now, this one here, this is made with African Camelthorn wood shavings. This one is African Siclebush. So I'm hoping that these two are going to burn the longest, given the fact that the wood is the densest and very hard wood, and it makes for a great fire if you use these woods. So that's what this test is all about. Now, these top ones, this one here is a mix between beech and some other bits of wood. This one is just beech, and this is a mix of various English woods, fruit trees, and other very common British trees. So probably a mix between ash and oak, and perhaps some beech as well. All right, let's light these up and let's see which one burns the longest. Now, I'm not using a fire steel, so I'm just these are in case anyone has never seen firelighters like this before. These are made with, sorry, I'm just lighting them. They're made with paraffin wax and the wood shavings, and I've put them into little into the egg boxes. So in the individual egg box little holders, and you actually shove the wood shavings in, and then you pour the paraffin wax in. Okay, so we're starting now. Of course, that one at the very end is probably going to need relighting. All right, there we go. And the thing is, when you make them with the egg boxes, you don't need to make a wick. So and they were all going at around 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I had them all pretty much going. So we'll see actually how these take. Oh, this is like having a little mini fire on the table. And the thing as well, if you've never done this before, the paraffin wax doesn't give off any odor, and it makes these firelighters really, really cool. Now, one could argue and say, well, the paraffin wax is not really a natural substance, so are these really environmentally friendly firelighters? But I tell you, if you compare them to those chemical firelighters that many people use, they're awful. Of course, yes, you could just use wood and you could do it from that, but these firelighters are phenomenal if you create a batch of them, and if you do a lot of outdoor bushcraft stuff. They are just fantastic for getting fires going. So, oh, I can see the wax is all dripping now. I am probably going to find that this garden table that I'm using is probably not the best thing to have put this on. Nevertheless, how are we doing? Well, they're all going well now. We are at 4 minutes and 24 seconds, so we started them at about 2 minutes, so they've been going for about coming up to 2.5 minutes now. And yes, it's a lovely heat coming off the fire. And you can see the paraffin wax, that's all melted now. So this pizza tray that I'm using, it's going to need a bit of a cleaning, that's for sure. Interestingly, the one burning in the front here on the left, front left, that is the Siclebush, and it's burning fantastically well, as are all of them. But we'll wait and see which one goes out first. So we now, we're going to be at, gosh, we're coming up to the 4-minute mark soon. As you can imagine, the heat coming off these 4 is quite lovely. Okay, so now we're at the 4-minute mark of these all burning. Now it looks like the firelighter I made with common British woods, that's burning very well, but it's looks like it's going to be coming to an end soon. We'll see. The one in the front is the one that I'm hoping is going to be the last one burning, and that is the Camelthorn wood, a very, very hard wood from Africa. I actually bought the Siclebush and I bought the Camelthorn from a company called Firelighters UK, and they actually import this wood as firewood from southern Africa with the purpose of selling it to UK people, particularly South Africans that want to have a traditional braai and be able to cook their meat on wonderful coals from wood and not your typical briquettes. I don't know if you can see the flames that are coming up here. Trying to show you what's happening at the back there. So right in the very front is the Camelthorn, and then going clockwise to the left of that is the Siclebush, and then behind that is a mix between Siclebush and I think it was the beech, yes, and then the one in the middle at the back, so at 12 o'clock that is the beech, and then the one to the right here is the mix of British woods. So we've just passed the 6-minute mark and they're still all burning pretty well. You can hear the sounds of the... I can only think that's the sound of the paraffin wax bubbling. We just passed 7 minutes from when we lit them, and you can definitely see the one on the right, the firelighter made with your British woods, is certainly burning a lot less than the others. Look at all the pretty shapes from the flames. It's actually quite mesmerizing, isn't it? Goodness me, they're all coming. Gosh, they certainly are dying down now altogether. And now it looks like, I find this fascinating. So the British Woods one that I thought, oh well, that one's going to die out soon. That one looks to be burning the best now. So now we are coming up to the 9-minute mark from when I lit them. Now you can imagine, I mean, any of these, if you were to use these when the wood is a bit wet and you're struggling to get a fire going, these would make phenomenal firelighters. Now one could argue and say, yes, you could use any firelighters really, but the fact of the matter is, they don't give off much of an aroma at all. Aroma, I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I mean. They're not giving off anything that smells like chemicals. You can smell the wood. Goodness me. So, interestingly, the Siclebush burnt well. That's gone out. The one at the back, that was the Siclebush and the beech, and that one's gone out now. So the three that are left, the one in the front is our Camelthorn, one at the back is beech, and then the one on the right is the mix of the various British woods. And okay, so our beech one looks to be pretty much coming to an end. And now we have we've just gone past 11 minutes. So the British woods burning very well. The Camelthorn is still going. So we've just approached 12 minutes now. Now, I guess one could say, well, the British Woods firelighter was lit last. So but the Camelthorn's still going. It's not out yet. And we've just approached 13 minutes. And I am thinking our Camelthorn is coming to an end. And that is the end of the Camelthorn. Now, let's just see how much longer this British Woods one carries on. Now, of course, I don't know if I put in exactly the same amount of paraffin wax and wood shavings into each of the compartments. I guess I could have measured them all out and made sure that it was all fair, but I still think this is quite phenomenal. So I think we probably, we are definitely hitting over 14 minutes of this firelighter burning. No. I'll have to check the time. I can't remember exactly when I lit this firelighter, but this one's the one that's still going. It was the last one to be lit, so again my test could be slightly argued, could be slightly flawed, but even still, I think this is pretty phenomenal. Even if we said 3 minutes, and we took 3 minutes off, it's still burning for 15 minutes. Which, if you want something to just get a fire going when the wood is a bit wet, these certainly make for fantastic firelighters. And really easy to make. And there we go, that's it. 18 minutes and 25 seconds. All the firelighters are out. Now, do we think the British firewood or the British firelighter made from a variety of English woods is the winner? I'm not sure. I think we need to do that test again. So I will get an equal quantity of wood shavings for each of the woods, and we will try this experiment again. Nevertheless, it's 1-0 to England. Can't believe I'm actually saying that. Nevertheless, we will come back. We will have another rematch. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.